Alright, so this is a review of Batman Year One. This book is pretty much about Bruce Wayne starting out, becoming Batman, and Commissioner Gordon, who was not a commissioner at the time, I forget what he was, like a lieutenant or something. He's coming to Gotham City. And pretty much Bruce Wayne's just trying to get to like a certain point where he feels he's good enough to become Batman. And Gordon just pretty much coming to Gotham, seeing all the corruption, hating the city. Doesn't really like it there. I thought this book was just okay. I mean, it wasn't great, wasn't terrible. But I know a lot of people think this is like the best Batman story ever. And I know a lot of critics, when it came out, reviewed it like better than The Dark Knight Returns. I thought this was just okay. It seemed more like a Gordon story than an actual Batman or Bruce Wayne story. It was kind of short too. Like, the book has like tons of extras after. Yeah, it's like a third of the book is just like extras at the end, which was kind of disappointing. I didn't really like that. I was like, oh, look at how much I have left, and they're just afterwards. And I didn't really even like the afterwards. They were all just boring stuff. But, yeah, the story was okay. What I didn't like about it is it seemed more like a Gordon story than an actual Bruce Wayne or Batman story. And I would have liked to see more Batman in it. Now, the artwork. I don't like this artwork at all. It's pretty bad. I do not like this. Another thing I don't like is it depicts Bruce Wayne as, I mean, he's really strong. Like, there's parts where he's, like, kicking over a giant tree and, like, snapping it in half. But it shows him, like, almost kind of more realistic, which doesn't really match up with the rest of the Frank Miller Batman stuff. Like, which I don't really like, doesn't really make much sense. But then again, you could always argue that it's just because he's starting out and he hasn't gotten much Batman-ness, if you want to put it like that. If you haven't really, like, gotten as powerful and strong and big and tough and cool as he is later on in his career as Batman, which I guess could make sense. It's an argument you could bring up. But, then there's the part where Catwoman's a prostitute. I'm indifferent to this. I mean, I don't really think it's a terrible idea. I don't think it's a great idea. But, well, I was kind of like, it's okay. But I don't really have a problem with it. I know a lot of people had a problem with that. But I know DC later, they, like, changed it to, she was like a spy or something. They changed it. I don't really have any problem with that, but, I was kind of a little disappointed in Frank Miller's storytelling, his writing in this book, because I really like Frank Miller, and I really like the rest of his Batman stuff, but this story was just kind of okay. So, I mean, I wouldn't highly recommend it, but I wouldn't say don't buy it at all. I mean, if you want to see a Batman origin story, well, more of, like, even more of a Gordon origin story, I would guess pick it up. Or if you just have extra $15 lying around and you don't know what to buy, go buy it. But it's just okay. So that's my review of Batman Year One.